This 26 Sports High School Hockey presentation is presented by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
Hi, Morris Langworthy here with Jay Simon for another night at high school hockey, and we're about ready to watch the introduction of the Alpena Wildcats.
This is a neat experience for the kids, Morris, getting this opportunity with the spotlight. You don't see this in other sports. This is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
At the wing, number 5, Nick F. And the other wing, number 18, Dean Shemansky. Goaltender, number 30, Trevor McConnell. The Wildcats are coached by Keith Judah, assistant coach Brian Dawson, Rick Schultz, Tony Thompson, and AJ Skibbons. And now the lineups for your Cadillac Vikings. On the bench, number 9, Matt Fox. The other defenseman, number 22, Noah Scott. Left wing, number 11, Brett Farley. Right wing, number 14, Aiden Bishop. Center, number 12, Jordan Adler. And in goal, number 30, Hunter Swaffer.
Now that we've got the introductions, we're going to go through the national anthem, and then we're going to play some hockey.
I don't know if I'm in charge of spotlight moving, but here we go. You guys have a good night. Yeah, have a good night.
Well, we definitely got some tight quarters under Jay, but we got the announcer and the spotlight out of the way, so it's time to play some hockey.
If you guys want to pull that back over, you can. Great vantage point from which to watch this contest, and hoping for a good one. Jordan Adlam and Rhett Lindback of the Wildcats will take the opening faceoff, controlled by the Vikings. Gisha will take it over the blue line. Poke checked away. And the Wildcats will control. Up ahead for Adlam. Gisha will take it into the zone. Chasing it down is Gisha. And this is going to be flipped
Right into the hands of the ref.
Yeah, I thought maybe we had an inadvertent whistle, like maybe they thought that was going out, but.
I'm gonna have to walk around my left side. I got people standing on.
Well, I'll tell you what, even though we're only 30 seconds into this, both teams appear to be pretty evenly matched.
Just underway here at the Wex. Mike Gussard wins the draw for the Vikings, but the Wildcats control it. And now Cam Liedart chasing it down on the far side. Wildcats take a back centering pass, is tapped away though by Adlam. As they get into that corner where it's a little tough to see from up here, Morris. Battling along the boards. There's a cross-ice pass for Liedart. Dumped into the corner. Now the Wildcats on a rush. Nice poke check there defensively by Brendan Phillips. It looks like the Vikings had some numbers there. Morris went for a line change instead.
Yep.
Cross-ice pass mishandled by Alpena. Hayden Watkins chasing down Cam Cospit of the Wildcats. Battling along the boards here on the near side. Puck squirts free. And here comes Tom Hine. Hine in the middle. Tries a shot knocked away by Alex Liedart. Ooh, big shot taken. Another nice check at the blue line. That's Noah Scott lands an elbow, and now we got a whistle.
Well, up to this point, after just a little under 2.5 minutes, neither one of these goalies have experienced any direct contact with the puck up to this point.
They have not. As a former goaltender, I can tell you that's a good thing.
Yes, yes, it is.
14:39 remaining here in the opening period, no score. We're opening the Big North Conference. Vikings hosting the Wildcats. Adlam on the draw, controlled by the Vikings. Into the corner is Gisha. And we actually have a power play situation. I didn't see the call, Morris, but the Vikings are on the power play.
A 2-minute bench liner for 2 men on the ice.
Completely missed that call.
2 minutes and 21 seconds.
It's a minor penalty against the bench. Too many men on the ice for the Wildcats. So the Vikings, with 1:53, will have the man advantage. Adlam again controls the draw. And the Wildcats take it away. And they will send it down the ice. Connor Swaffer, first time he's had to touch the puck, will allow the Vikings to regroup, try to bring it back into the Wildcat zone. Here's Gisha from the right point, looking cross ice for Adlam, cutting toward the front of his net. Ben Farley will chase it, centering, and that is stopped.
Yeah, we failed to mention that we're here at the ice rink at the Wex in Cadillac, and tonight we're watching the Alpena Wildcats and the Cadillac Vikings. 13:55 left in this first period.
Vikings again control the face-off. Gisha facing some pressure on the left side. Slapper off the pad and in!
It's good. Score. Nice setup.
Adlam, yeah, beautiful setup. Jordan Adlam on the one-timer. Initially stopped by Trevor McConnell, but it ricocheted off the pad and trickled into the net. So Jordan Adlam, with what I have unofficially is his 5th goal of the season. He had the hat trick earlier in the year. Puts the Vikings up 1-0 with 13:42 remaining here in the first. Brock Taylor sends it up the right side of the ice.
Cadillac Viking power play goal, scored by number 12, Jordan Angela.
Wildcats back to full strength.
There's a rush now for the Vikings. Snapshot by Mike Gussert is off the mark. Noah Scott keeps it in the zone. Wildcats, though, will control it, and they'll send it and dump it and go for a line change. Vikings do the same.
Boy, Jay, I don't think you saw that hit. That was a solid hit by Alpena Wildcat.
Puck straight out in front of the goal. Oh, and another one. Swaffer got a hand on it. He got his blocker on it. Vikings trying to get it out of the zone. Wildcats keep it in. Hayden Watkins will control it, sends it around on the near side to David Carpenter. And they'll send it up to mid-ice. There's a giveaway in the middle of the zone. Snapshot. Swaffer with the save, and he'll cover it up. And I think nope. Got a collision in front of the goal. Thought for a moment we might get a penalty, but that was a dangerous giveaway right there, Morris, right in front of the net.
It sure was.
Johnny on the spot makes the save.
Nice catch and way to retain the puck.
And we did get a penalty. That is going to be on the Vikings. I thought the arm didn't go up, but it didn't need to go up because play was stopped. So
right.
The Vikings now will be shorthanded with 12:22 to go here in the opening period. They lead 1-0. A shot from the point by Mike Thompson is off the mark for the Wildcats. Circling, another wrist shot, tapped, redirected by Dean Schmansky over the top of the goal, and the Vikings will clear the zone. Gisha trying to put some pressure. Here come the Wildcats. Schaffer with the save, Swaffer with the left pad save.
Swaffer's definitely feeling a little pressure from this power play.
Battle along the boards, Adlam trying to control it. Pressured by Nick Esch. Somebody lost a stick. Cleared the other way, and Trevor McConnell will send it up the boards. Vikings get it back and clear it again. 1:02 remaining in this power play for the Wildcats. Dumped into the zone. And again, Noah Scott able to clear. Wildcats will regroup. .40 seconds remaining in the power play. We're 11 minutes to go here in the opening period. It was a nice hit by Mike Gussert. Scott battling for it along the boards, out to the point. And I'm not sure who that pass was intended for.
The Wildcats have not been taking advantage of this power play the way I thought they would.
Now the Viking penalty killer's doing a nice job. Inside 10 seconds to go now. Scott will again clear the zone, and that should be enough, Morris, to kill this penalty.
Yep,
nice
this
job.
power play is over.
There's a shot on Adlam at the blue line, but he recovers nicely. Scott will control it. Up to Gisha. Gisha loses the handle. Bounces to Adlam. Adlam will send it into the Wildcat zone. Vikings going for a line change. There's a whiff by the Wildcats. Allows Ben Farley to control it, but now the Wildcats will come out 1-on-2. Dean Schmansky in, and that was a nice job taking away the player there, Morris, and ignoring the puck.
You know, it appears as if the Wildcats are a little faster on their feet than the Vikings are, but the Vikings, if given an opportunity to set up, are moving the puck amongst themselves a lot better.
Yeah, we don't have any stats on passing percentage, but I would say right now the Vikings doing a better job of controlling the puck.
You bet.
Wildcats might have a speed advantage, but
yes.
Cadillac definitely. There's a big blow along the near side. Centering pass was off the mark. Just another example there. Gussert had a man on the far side and missed a handle on it. Wildcats will dump it. Collected by Matt Fox. Up ahead for Cam Leadhart. Leadhart with the steal. Take it into the zone, 1-on-2. See if he can create something on his own. Dumps it behind the ice. Vikings taking advantage to go for a line change.
Well, we're approaching the halfway point through this first period. And we've seen a lot of movement of that puck back and forth. And we've only had one score with the Vikings currently winning 1-0.
Another miscommunication. Wildcats had a 2-on-1 there as Brendan Phillips dumps it behind the net. There's a quick opportunity there for Brendan Shanahan off the side of the goal. Wildcats clear the zone. Scott with one man, and Scott does a nice job of preventing that rush. Wildcats, Morse, doing a lot of dumping and chasing, it seems like. And there's an errant pass taken away.
You don't see a lot of solid passes.
And score as Nick Esch finds a gap on Connor Swaffer, and we are tied at 1. Well, Morris, that all started with a giveaway near the blue line by the Vikings. Pass went off the heel of the intended Viking recipient of that pass, and Alpena takes advantage.
You know, Wildcats are able to capitalize on that based on the speed alone. Got it down there and put it right in.
So 7:40 to go in the opening period. We're knotted at 1. And the attempt to dump it into the Viking zone will go out of play, and so Cadillac.
But you know, this is just the type of game that we thought we were going to be calling tonight. It's a close score. Both teams are evenly matched. This is anybody's game.
Esch assisted by Rhett Limback and Evan Latorno on the goal. A second assist might be a little generous. Here come the Vikings, up ahead to Adlam. Adlam has the Viking goal. Checked off the puck on the near side, stays with it. Checked again as the Wildcats know who they want to pay a lot of attention to. Controlled, though, by the Vikings. Scott trying to keep it in play in the zone. And the Wildcats will clear. Scott will get it back, though. Takes it in. Dumped across the far circle. Wildcats will chase it down behind the net. 6:40 to go, knotted at 1. Here's a rush, Dean Szymanski. One man to beat, gets around him. Tough backhanded shot, got it on goal, but Swaffer with the save.
You know, we're 11 minutes into this game. We've got a score of 1-1, and we are here at the Wex in Cadillac, watching the Wildcats and the Vikings play an evenly matched game of hockey. We couldn't be here if it wasn't for the good graces of our exclusive sponsor, Cadillac Casting Incorporated. If you're interested in sponsorship of any of our kids' high school games, feel free to call the station and get a hold of our sales team, and they will be more than happy to set you up and help us continue to bring these games to you.
Yep, My News 26 Sports has got a full slate of Cadillac Viking basketball and hockey this winter.
Boys and girls basketball.
Yep, you want to make sure you get in on that. Eric Wattilla and his crew doing a great job with this. Multiple cameras, and the camera crew doing a great job of bringing this to you.
Also want to give a shout out to WCDY for allowing you to come out here and play tonight, Jay. Appreciate it.
Well, this is my first opportunity to do television, so this is different for me. I'm used to radio, having to tell you everything that's happening. We'd never be able to talk like this on radio, Morris. Nobody would know what was happening. They can see it here.
Exactly.
Vikings controlling the puck. Stopped at the blue line, though. And now Cadillac will get it back. Nice pass up ahead for Shanahan. Shanahan across the blue line. Shakes off a would-be checker. Takes a shot behind the net. There's a battle for it. Bodies going to the ice. Tough work there by Alex Leetard. Keeps the puck in play out to the blue line. And the Vikings keep it in the zone. Nope. I think they're going to say it did clear the blue line, and so it will be offsides on the Vikings, and the faceoff will come out side of the zone. 4:37 left in this opening period, Morris, 1-1. And
a fast period at that.
It is. It has. We've had just 2 penalties. Vikings killing the penalty they had and taking advantage of the other one. Their power play goal scored by Jordan Adlam on a one-timer.
We've only had a couple of face-offs. This clock keeps ticking because these kids keep it on the ice.
Yep. Gabe Gisha across the blue line. Nice centering pass to Farley over to Adlam, who just bounced over his stick. There's another nice centering pass. Farley's shot is stopped. There's a near giveaway by the Wildcats. Farley just not in position to take advantage. It was a great job by Brock Taylor to keep it in the zone. Wildcats, though, will clear it, and now we're going to get an icing call on the Wildcats, and so that faceoff will come all the way back. I think that's the first icing call we've had in this game.
Yes, it is.
Been a long time since I played hockey, Morris. Played goaltender back when I was single digits.
Yep, I was a defenseman, and that was a long time too.
You would have been one of my favorite people.
Yeah, that was a few years ago.
Noah Scott's slapper from the point is stopped. Wildcats coming the other way. Nice job by Scott to poke check that away and keep Lars MacArthur from closing in on his goaltender, Connor Swaffer. Puck battled for in the corner. Right in front of our camera there.
They've got a nice little jam back there.
Yeah.
They've got it jammed up. They're gonna call this here in a second. They can't move it. It is
gonna pop free. Scott.
Yep, they got it out.
Noah Scott will come up with it. Scott will dump it, and I got to assume the Vikings will change lines here, and they will. Here come the Wildcats. Nice poke check there by Brennan Gerstenberger. Wildcats will send one in on Swaffer, who's forced to make the save. Easy one for him. Up ahead to Gerstenberger. To mid-ice to Cam Leetart. I hope I'm saying Cam and Alex's last name correctly. There's a centering pass and whiffed on by Evan Latorno.
It was blocked.
Was it?
Yes.
That's a great defensive job then.
Mm-hmm.
As a defenseman, you'd have noticed that.
Yes.
Justin Smith takes a shot behind the net. Smith trying to get his stick away, will control it. Now the Wildcats with another steal, set toward the front of the goal. And the redirection by Latorno goes away from the goal mouth. Fortunate for the Vikings there. I doubt Swaffer saw that.
I doubt it too. It was number 7 to number 7's back.
Vikings trying to get control of this.
We're less than 2 minutes in this period.
Icing call, and it will be. Yep, minute 50 to go in the opening period. It's been a quick one, tied at 1 here at the Wex. Watching Cadillac Viking hockey at My News 26 Sports. Thanks to Cadillac Casting, our exclusive sponsor. But don't let that
they're hosting Alpena Wildcats tonight.
Yep.
Already have her face-off.
Adlam controls it. And Adlam taken to the ice.
I mean, Adlam's still pinned down against it.
He is, yeah. Still a scrum going on there on that near side. Comes loose. Wildcats will send it back into the Viking zone. Squirts to the top, and this is Ben Farley. Takes it into the Wildcat zone. Oh, nice job kept in by David Carpenter. Front of the goal was Farley, and he couldn't quite come around with it. Wildcats will take control. Pass center ice. Coming in is Schmansky, and the save by Swaffer. And he will cover, and we'll get a face-off.
That was a nice setup and assist, and a decent shot in, but Swaffer did a good job stopping that puck. Less than a minute to go.
Swaffer keeps checking his equipment over there. Vikings come over to help him get that figured out. Knotted at 1, 58 seconds remaining here in the opening period. Almost said you're listening to Cadillac Viking hockey. You're watching Cadillac Viking hockey.
You're doing a little bit of both.
Vikings win the draw. The shot taken by Gerstenberger. Gerstenberger will get it back. Takes another check. The Wildcats forced to just dump it in, and we got an icing. Now help me out, Morris. High school hockey, it is 3 lines, so the center line is there, so anything across mid-ice is going to be icing, right?
You bet.
Vikings win the draw. Shot sent toward the goal. Bounces just past the Wildcat goaltender Trevor McConnell. There's a whiff and an opportunity for Cadillac. One-timer by Scott is off the mark, too high. And now we're going to have a penalty. Got a hold. I will admit, I don't know what that call was. The officials, it looked like a hold. He grabbed his wrist. Our PA announcer will no doubt tell us 16 seconds remaining, and somebody's going to get an opportunity here. It's going to be the Vikings that are going to be on the power play.
Well, we got only 16 seconds left in a 2-minute power play.
I got Mike Thompson for the hold of the Wildcats. Wildcats win the draw.
Well, let everybody know that right at the end of this period, we're going to come right back for a first period wrap-up right after this.
16 minutes, 44 seconds. That's Thompson, 2 minutes for holding at 16:44.
Well, we got the call right, Morris. That's good. And it looks like we're going to have a... Oh, nope. Adlam with the steal sends it in, and that is going to end the opening period tied at 1.
Yep, that ends the first period. You're watching My News 26 Sports, and we're here at the WEX in Cadillac with the Cadillac Vikings and the Alpena Wildcats. We'll be right back after this message.